Perfect.
All righty, there you go.
The vintage hikers use the Sawyer squeeze.
And a C knot. Or a knock. Depends on who you ask.
Thank you very much. Bone Spur the Appalachian here. Going to do a little chaplaining.
Chaplaining?
Yeah. Rich.
Yes, sir.
How is it with your soul this morning?
My soul?
Yeah.
It's a little dark.
Stop it. Get over it. That will conclude Bone Spur's chaplaining for the day. All right, these things are better than the alternative, but not by much. All right, kids, I just received my first trail magic since I've been on the trail, 410 miles. Incredible. Incredible. I just had a Gatorade. And, you know, courtesy of friends of the vintage hikers, naturally.
Hi.
And what's your name?
Kathy.
Hi, Kathy. What's your name, sir?
Larry.
Larry.
They're the gallivanting
hikers.
Oh, you're the gallivanting hikers. All right. Well, thank you so much for the trail magic.
Our pleasure.
And what do people need to know about the Appalachian Trail, Kathy?
There's a lot of nice people on the trail.
Beautiful. Larry, what do you think?
Meet a lot of nice people.
Did you guys meet on the trail?
No.
Oh, okay.
Every day we hike, we meet.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
that's
meeting
nice.
somebody nice.
Best trail angels ever.
All right, good. Well, God bless you both, and thank you so much.
Our pleasure.
Well, after the trail magic, I hiked for a couple miles with the vintage hikers. The thing is this, they're runners. Rich, particularly, is a trail runner. And Bone Spur's not a runner. No. So it's hard for me to keep pace. But I did pretty good for a while. But they're trying to do a 17 today, and they're slack packing. So there's no need for me to rush. I'm just going to town. So I'm going to just pace myself. Here we are, Nuclear Lake. What's the pup's name?
Goose.
Hi, Goose. The Goose has got his eye on something.
He's fishing.
All right. What's your name?
Olivia.
Olivia. And what's the puppy's name?
Goose.
Goose. And where are we?
Nuclear lake.
Nuclear Lake. Will we glow in the dark if we drink this water?
Only if you think really hard or, you know.
Yeah. All right. Now, she just told us that she's finishing up at the University of Vermont. She majored in food systems. Just give us an elevator speech about what that's about.
Your food comes from somewhere, and it's not made out of thin air, and it requires resources to do that. There's a lot of injustice built into our current food system, and me and people like me are working to make it better, more sustainable, and more equitable for everyone.
Excellent. Excellent. Would you consider setting up shop on the Appalachian Trail and serving us good food someday?
You know what? That sounds like a good way to spend my day.
That's a good way. All right. Thank you for your time, Olivia. God bless you. Nuclear Lake. Just had a great conversation with that young woman, Olivia. And the future's in good hands if there's a lot of them around. If there's a lot of Olivias around. So, very grateful for the young people that I've run into out here and give me hope. One of the highlights of the Appalachian Trail is Town Day, the opportunity to go to town. A couple things happen there. For one thing, I can wear my sleeping clothes, which means I get to put on dry, reasonably clean clothes. And they stay that way for a whole 20 minutes, but at least I get to put them on. Second thing is I'll get to sleep in a bed and take a shower, do laundry, and eat town food, which is really terrific. Now the downside is I've been in the woods for 3 days and I'm used to the rhythm of that and the sound of that and the less chaos of that. And so going to town presents a variety of challenges, which include too much information, include the potential to actually see the TV and to not be present. And out here on the trail, being present is about all we have, which is wonderful. And so to go to town, it's tough. So I need a practice to where I can truly be present. One way I like to do it is the practice of centering prayer. And centering prayer has been around for a long time. And if you want more information about it, you can go to contemplativeoutreach.org, contemplativeoutreach.org, and it'll talk to you about centering prayer. So I'm going to lead you through a practice of centering prayer for just 1 minute here. So let's be seated comfortably. For a moment, get in touch with our breath. Now introduce a sacred word to your consciousness. The word doesn't have to have any intrinsic meaning, just a word or two. It could be spirit, or God, or serenity. Or it could be 2 words like I use, yes and. And what these words are, they're not a mantra, they're simply a touchstone. A word to come back to when our mind starts to wander. We use these words as a symbol of our consent to God's presence and action in our lives. My words are yes and. So when thoughts, sensations, fears, fantasies crop up, gently return your attention to your sacred word. We will do that for 1 minute, starting now. When distracted, simply return to your sacred word. Please join me in the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. This is another big oak tree. Back when I just called the taxi driver, that's what he identified the place as, the place with the big oak tree. All right. It's best we could do. Let's get a styrofoam cooler and Epsom salts at CVS, and doing it in the shower here for my aching feet. Oh, my aching feet. Okay, peoples, that'll do it for today. And nice day. Just did 8 miles, and it was a town day. Got to Pawling, beautiful town. Here at the Station Inn, beautiful place. And this is certainly a platinum blaze that I'm doing here for sure. Went to Italian Deli, fantastic. It was, they call it the steak margarita pizza, and that doesn't mean there's tequila in it. No, it's the steak margarita hero. Doesn't mean there's tequila in it. But it was fantastic. And I had a fish taco for dinner, and here we are. So had some nice views today. Feet hurt a little. I was able to get some things to soak my feet, some Epsom salts and what have you. So taking a 0 tomorrow, and I might lay off the videoing, but we'll see. If anything happens, we'll certainly record it. And in fact, my friend Loretta from college is going to come, and we're going to have lunch. So that should be real nice. So waiting for Reset to get back in the saddle. Looking forward to that, and I'm kind of slowing down, sort of hoping he catches up. So yeah, so that'll do it. So, in the meantime, may your eyes be filled with wonders. May your heart be filled with joy. May your footsteps be firm as you walk with God. Amen.